Nag-premiere ang Got My Eyes on You sa official TikTok page ng Pure Gold at grabe agad-agad itong sinubaybayan ng BL fans. Okay, so ilang episodes pa lang po ang nai-upload o ang nailalabag pero ramdam na agad at kitang-kita yung kilig at tensyon sa pagitan ni Drew at Sean. Oh, nabitin po ba kayo dun sa ilang episodes na na-upload? Don't worry. Don't worry. Marami tayong aabangan kasama ang fan meet today. Fan meet with the cast. Titigan natin sila sa mata hanggang sa makonscious sila mamaya. O, kung hindi nyo pa napapanood, sino pa po yung hindi nakakapanood ng trailer? Meron pa po ba? Hindi pa nakakapanood ng trailer? Lahat nakapanood. Very good. Kasi may pangalan nun sa ko para sa inyo. Kung sakaling gusto nyo mapanood ulit, meron tayong special preview later. O bago pa mas-train ang inyong mga mata kakatitig sa atin dito sa stage, at bago tayo makumay sa anticipation, tawagin lang muna natin ang Queen Bee ng marketing ng Pure Gold para sa kanyang welcome remarks dito po on stage. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Pure Gold Senior Marketing Manager, Miss Ivy Hayagan Piedad. Woo!
Good afternoon everyone. Masayang araw po sa ating lahat and thank you so much for being here today. So sa Pure Gold, we always believe that our role goes beyond being your trusted retail partner. Kaya po na-invento retailtainment ng Pure Gold. Through the Pure Gold channel, we've been able to share stories that mirror the everyday triumphs, joys, and even struggles of Filipinos. Today, we are most proud to launch Got My Eyes on You. Ito na po yata ang aming second BL vertical series in TikTok. This series is about creating a space for inclusivity and representation kasi naniniwala kami na sa Always Panalo, dapat lahat ng kwento ng Pilipino at na kahit sino, ordinaryo tao, panalo. So, and what makes this project even more meaningful is the fact that this was made by the graduates of the first ever Pure Gold Sino Panalo. Behind the scenes, we have the debut of our very, very good director, Dizel Masilungan, and director of photography, Lloyd Garciano. So after nila sa success sa Sino Panalo, we give them another stage na talagang magpapa-angat ng kanilang talent at ang kanilang boses in making films. So sila po ay from the first batch of Sino Panalo, and now they are leading this wonderful, wonderful project. Nakaka-proud na makita how far they've come and to witness their creativity and passion shine in the series. Through Got My Eyes on You, we celebrate not just love in many forms, but also the talent and dreams of young Filipino storytellers. We hope this series inspires, uplifts, and brings kilig and good vibes to everyone. Every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, aabangan po talaga. And we at Pure Gold will continue to stand behind Filipino creativity, Filipino talent, and Filipino stories. Maraming salamat po, and we can't wait for you to keep your eyes on this series and celebrate more Panalo moments with us. Tandaan po, every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, sa Pure Gold channel po, sa TikTok page mo, una niyo pong makita yan. And hope you enjoying this afternoon. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat po, Miss Ivy. Palakpakan naman natin si Miss Ivy, guys. Yan. So maraming salamat again, Miss Ivy, for your welcome remarks. And Pure Gold proves that this platform goes beyond entertainment. Hindi lang to suporta para sa Philippine entertainment industry, kundi ito po ay, it's all about them being seen and heard. So as we celebrate today, please keep the conversation going. Speaking of seen, let us be seen online using the hashtag #PureGoldGotMyEyesOnYou. So kung magpo-post po tayo, don't forget to use the hashtag #PureGold, #PureGoldGotMyEyesOnYou. Okay, so now the moment we've all been waiting for. Handa na po ba kayo? Nakikita na natin sila, hindi lang sa TikTok, dito rin po sa stage. Dito po, live na live sa Rampa Bar, or Rampa Club. So, please put your hands together, everybody, and make some noise for the cast and director of Pure Gold's newest vertical BL series, let's all welcome Direk Diesel Masinungan! Palakpakan naman natin si Direk! Tony Yah! And she's a stunner. Wait. Love the scarf, moms. And also we have Victor C. Now let's go on Hannah Lee. Fighter yan si Hannah. Fire. And of course, we also have Esteban Mara. Now we have Mikoy Morales. You're too kind, you're too kind. Wow! At syempre everyone, ang heart and soul ng production nito, walang iba kundi si Direk Chris Kahili. Alright, so we also want to give a huge shout out to our two actors, si Darwin and si Addy. Darwin Yu, who plays Wilfred, and recently Heartbroken Events Coordinator ng Escape Haven, and also one of Drew's BFFs. And si Addy Cotomo naman, who plays Kurt, are a wealthy fashionista and love bomber in the series. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it this afternoon, but each of them made sure na magpadala ng video for us to watch. Even though they can't make it today, na pag napanood natin, as if they're here anyway. Ayan. So, papanoorin natin ngayon yung video. So, kailangan natin sorry. Ito si Andy.
I am so sorry I couldn't make it to the president kasi right now, kabulang lumabag po ako ng Pilipinas. Pero, gusto ko lang pong magpasalamat sa pagdalo sa press ko na ito at sa pagsuporta sa God ng I Am You. And sana po ay magustuhan niyo po yung ginawa namin proyekto. Don't forget to follow Pure Gold's TikTok account, and we are going to be releasing episodes every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Sana po ay magustuhan ninyo. At sorry po ulit wala ako dyan. Alam ko namang hindi naman kawalan. Pero thank you for coming, and see you soon.
Hello everyone, I'm Darwin Yu, and I'm going to start here sa Got My Eyes on You. Unang-una po sa lahat, gusto kong magpasalamat sa inyo lahat sa pagdalo nyo. Sayang wala ako para mas masaya. Hindi na po, sana nakasaya at nakasama ko rin kayo ngayong araw. Sa lahat po na bubuo ng Got My Eyes on You, gusto ko namin magpasalamat sa inyo talaga kasi grabe, sobrang binigay namin yung buong puso namin dito eh. And sa mga kabiyan namin, sa mga ka-Pure Gold namin, tutukan niyo po yung series namin kasi mas madami pa po kaming mapapakita sa inyo ng mga magagandang eksena, and yan, nagsisimula pa lang talaga kami. Ayun po. Thank you!
Pwede na tayo umupo ulit, guys. Pwede na tayo umupo. Nakakatuwa, no? Sila rin dalawa yung wala. Nag-date. So, couple goes pa rin kahit wala sila on screen. Okay, so in the meantime, mga Pure Gold, friends, ladies and gentlemen, palakpakan naman natin ang cast ng bagong Pure Gold BL series, Got My Eyes on You. Yan, maraming salamat. Sobrang exciting talaga. Sure ako na hype ang lahat na makita kung ano yung mangyayari sa intense rivalry ni Drew and Sean. Pero bago ang lahat, punta muna tayo behind the scenes. Siyempre, kailangan natin malaman yung mga nagganap bago ito nagbuka, bago na-flash out, di ba? So let's explore the beginning. Saan ba nag-umpisa ang kwento ni Drew and Sean? And to share the inspiration for the series and what it was like bringing it to life, let's all welcome the visionary director of Got My Eyes on You. Walang iba kundi si Direct Diesel Masiluna.
Hello po, good afternoon po. Maraming thank you po sa pagpunta dito po sa Rampa para sa press con po ng Got My Eyes on You. Ako po si Diesel Masiluna, isang filmmaker from Cine Panalo, Batch 1. So, ang story po ng Got My Eyes on You follows Drew na ginagampanan po ni Mikoy Morales. Was vying for a higher position po sa Escape Haven bilang general manager position. Since magre-resign na nga po ang kanyang boss na si Sir Trevor, na si ginagampanan ni Victor C. But then, for some odd reason, magiging katunggali niya si Sean for the position. So, aabangan nyo kung paano ba at ano bang ginagawa nila para sino bang mas matibay sa kanilang dalawa, si Sean or si Drew. And from there, rivalry arises between the two sa office na eventually turn into friendship dahil sa interest nila with the dogs, and then turn into love. Pero dito sa series na to, it's more than love, more than romance, yung gusto nating explore. Kasi we also want to look into how people's lives, especially mga breadwinners, kung paano ba nag-intertwine yung love and career sa kanilang buhay. And of course, yun nga po, making the series, sobrang thankful po ako sa mga tao behind this, especially of course, kala Direk Chris Cahilig, kay Miss Ivy from Pure Gold, and of course, sa Team Republic, ayan, doon po sila, palakpakan po natin sila. Ayan po, so sila po talaga, yung trust and guidance po sa aspiring director po na kagaya ko, sobrang grateful and blessed lang po talaga ako to make a BL series na pinapangarap ko lang po nung senior high ako to make something na pakiligin yung mga kagaya kong mga balinding. Ayan. And of course, syempre sa Cine Panalo din, kasi alam naman natin from the get-go na yung Cine Panalo really advocates young filmmakers like me, student filmmakers like me noon. And kaya naman Direk Chris and Miss Ivy, thank you so much for your generosity and belief in us emerging storytellers. By the way po pala, sa Got My Eyes on You po, kasama ko din po dito yung mga student filmmakers din po from Batch 1. Yung DOP ko po is from si Lloyd Rociano. Ayan po. Galing din po sila student shorts ng Cine Panalo together with Jen sa pelikula po nilang Smoky Journey. Kasama ko din po dito sa series na to si Anton Acosta na naging editor ko din po dun sa short film ko po sa Cine Panalo sa Batch 1. Ayun po. And some other young filmmakers din po, sila Robert, our Camp Ops PD Migo Morales, our PD, sila Ayan, Dom and Julia. Ayan po. Sila po galing din po silang Cine Panalo from the previous year, from this year, 2025. And of course, maraming pasalamat din po sa mga collaborators din po ng mga veterans. Of course, kahit naman po kami mga emerging filmmakers, need din po talaga ng tulong on how really everything works on the set. And with that, I'd really like to thank, of course, yung mga veteranong mga filmmakers din po na kasama namin, like si Mama Paco, of course, Direk Ram, our super duper great na AD, si Sir Paolo Almaden, our sound designer and scholar, sina Sir Rocky Magsino, our colorist. And syempre, yung mga actors po natin, making this series po talaga, sobrang amazed po talaga ako sa mga actors natin kasi sila po talaga nagpabuhay ng series na to. Sila Mikoy, si Teban, si Hannah, si Sir Vic, si Tonia, at syempre wala dito si Adi Kotoko, and of course si Darwin Yu. Sobrang dream come true lang po talaga nitong BL na to, and I've always been wanting to make one, and with this happening na, sobrang overwhelming siya. And I'm really inspired, I'm really grateful sa lahat namang nangyari. Ayun po. Thank you.
Gano'n matagal na sa notes mo yun, Drek?
Hindi na lang. Dinrap ko siya on the way here.
Akala ko habang kumakain direct kasi sinusulyap-sulyap mo yung phone mo kanina habang kumakain eh. Nakakatuwa no, parang ang dating direct, full circle. Tapos, ang nangyari, ano kayo? Parang reunion, no? Reunion ng mga Sine Panalo Batch 1. Yan. Palakpakan naman natin si Direk Diesel. Full circle. And speaking of division, it's time for us to see it in action. So makikita natin, makikita lang natin lahat ng cast ulit na tumayo. Kasi may papanoorin tayo. Ever since the trailer dropped, ladies and gentlemen, it's been making waves online at marami pa super na-excite sa kwento ni Drew and Sean. Kaya naman, let's bring all the buzz and excitement from social media to this room. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all watch the much talked about official trailer of Pure Gold's latest BL series, Got My Eyes on You. Here we go.
Basta ayaw ko sa kanya, okay? Kung ayaw sa pagmumukha ko, mas lalong ayaw ko sa kanya.
Talagang makakita niya sa akin yung performance of a lifetime. Ako maging next general manager, itaga mo yun sa bato, Wilfred.
Noted, Sir Drew.
Hindi, as in itaga mo sa bato, huwag mo lang ino.
I'm resigning. Kailangan ko na i-pitch na kapalit. Drew, ikaw ang pinaka-qualified. Dalawa kayo actually. Si Sean.
Good morning, everyone. What did I miss?
Huwag kang mag-alala, friend. Meron ka pa naman 3 months para magpakitang gilas eh.
Pangit ang sulat mo.
You don't have to criticize my handwriting.
Ay, na-offend ka ba? Sorry, sinasabi ko na may totoo na ang pangit ng sulat mo. Harot mo, naghanap ka ng asawa, no? Don't worry, hanapan kita.
What if I offer my gold stud service completely free?
I think I'm falling for him. Siyempre sinabi namin hindi. Wala naman talaga kami relasyon, di ba?
Hindi nga ba talaga?
Ewan ko sa inyo.
Ako? Hindi mo ako friend?
Alam mo, Sean, iisa lang naman yung pinaglalabanan natin posisyon dito eh. Pero sana, maglabanan ng patas. Alam ba na buong buhay ko, pinagtrabahuan ko lahat ng mga nakuha ko?
You work hard, but I work hard too.
Gusto mo na ako?
Alright! Okay, so pwede na tayo ulit. Ngayon na napanood na ng mga kaibigan natin from the media yung trailer, at least nasa same page na tayong lahat at same ang momentum natin. Start tayo kay Hannah, introduce yourself and talk about a little something about the character, your character.
Hello po, magandang hapon. Ako po si Hannah Lee, and I play the role of Moira. Sino nga ba si Moira? Si Moira, siya yung sobrang daming pinadaanan sa buhay. And also, siya yung very supportive na friend. And everyone naman sa atin nangangarap magkaroon ng supportive na friend. In any way, kapag malungkot ka, kapag masaya ka, nandyan siya. So, yun po si Moira. Abangan mo ano yung magiging bahagi sa buhay ni Sean and Drew. Kung paano siya magiging bahagi sa buhay. Ano? Paano magiging bahagi sa buhay si Moira ni Sean and Drew. Ayun. Maraming salamat po.
Sige ko naman.
What's the question?
Tell us about, just a little something about your character.
The character. Si Drew. Masaya ako. Si Drew, si Sean minsan. Si Drew ay ang napaka-ambitious and napaka-achiever na nilalang. And dahil may mga pakay siya sa buhay and sa mga pinaprotektahan at inaalagaan, nagagawa niya yung mga bagay na hindi natin inaasahan kaya niya gawin. But, nung na-meet niya na si Sean, doon nagbago na kung hanggang saan ba yung kaya niya gawin. At malalaman natin yung sagot sa tanong nila sa pagbabalik ng... Ayun.
Alright, Esteban?
Hello. Hello po. Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Ako po si Esteban Mara. gumanap na Sean dito sa Got My Eyes on You. And yung character ko dito, siya yung galing sa labas. Sa labas. Hindi, kasi magkakaibigan na silang characters nila even before. So nung dumating ako, nagkaroon ng twist sa kanilang office happenings. And ako yung nagdala ng twist sa kanilang mga professional careers as well as sa love life ni Drew. Nakita naman, di ba, sa trailer. So, ayun. Magkapatid. So, ayun, abangan ninyo kung paano pumasok si Sean sa buhay ni Drew at the rest of the gang. Kung paano niya binaliw ang kanilang usual office hours. Ayun lang.
Thanks, Esteban. Victor?
Magandang hapon po. Ako po si Victor C.
Thank you, Victor.
Tony,
Ako po ay gumanap bilang Sir Gregor, ang boss po nila. Sundan niyo po aking pagpili, pagdedesisyon kung si Sean or si Drew ang mapipili kong successor sa position. Salamat po.
Thanks, Victor. Tony, anything?
Hello mga kapamilya. Hindi, Tony po, hello. Ayan, ako ang role ko dito is, nag-Tony Talks yata ako dito sa... Hindi, abangan nyo guys. Vlogger po ako dito. Of course, yung branding ko as Tony herself. Siyempre, buhay na buhay pa rin dyan. Abangan natin kung paano ko guguluhin si Drew, diba? Pili ko medyo sumakit ang ulo sa akin dun sa scene na yun. Yes, abangan nyo yun mga kapamilya.
Direk, may masasabi ka ba tungkol sa working with them? I mean, during the shoot, anything you can share with us?
Ba tayo? Parang nagbakasyon lang ata. Hindi kasi parang sobrang chill lang yung bonding lang talaga yung namin, yung shooting namin for 6 days. Kasi we're shooting sa resort po kami nag-shoot sa Laguna. So, sobrang smooth sailing lang ng mga pangyayari. And then, of course, syempre with them, parang naging, nag-gets nila yung dynamics talaga na gusto natin makuha between the two characters. And of course, with the help of my AD, si Direk Ram, sila din talaga yung nagpa-motivate sa mga characters, si Kate Evan at saka kay Lamipoy. Sobrang chill lang. It's like one of those shoots na parang gusto namin balikan, na parang namimiss nga namin isa't isa every now and then. Kasi nga, it was just a very chill, happy shoot na happy day lang talaga. Happy shoot, ganyan.
Alright, thanks Direk. So parang ang nangyari, nagbakasyon lang kayo. Parang gano'n, no? Tapos nagkaroon ng ng Got My Eyes on You shoot. Okay, so kung nabitin po ang lahat sa trailer, you can always watch full episodes sa official TikTok page ng Pure Gold at Pure Gold PH. Okay, Pure Gold PH. Across the world naman po yun. Yun ang software ng Pure Gold. Facebook, TikTok, IG, kahit sa YouTube. Yan. So make sure na ma-follow nyo ang Pure Gold PH kasi nga every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday ang pag-upload ng bagong episodes. So sobrang exciting. Tulad nila sabi ni Victor, tutukayan natin sa series, sa serye, kung paano siya pipili at sino ang mapipili niya, kina Drew at Sean, kung sino ang magwawagi na maging general manager, kung kanino mapupunta yung position. So, speaking of wagi, hindi lang si Drew at saka si Sean ang pwedeng manalo dahil tayo po ay magpaparaffle. Gusto mo na raffle? Pag may raffle, nabuhay yung mga totoo. Tumakas na. Okay, so siyempre, sino po yung hindi pa nanalo ng raffle ever? Walang raffle sa Canada? Walang pa-raffle doon? Lahat po ba naka-experience? So hindi pa rin nanalo ng raffle ever? Yeah! Hindi na sa ating kay Buenas. Okay, so tayo po ay bubunot ng 5 mananalo ng 2,000 worth of GC. 5 po Ayan, kasi dito lang po sa side natin kukunin. Alright, so para maklaim yung prize dito po sa side kukunin kay Jel. Jel, kaway ka Jel. Kay Jel, ayan.
So I'd like to ask, hindi ko lang sino pwedeng sumagot. Are you conscious when doing this? May extra effort ba? Or is it a challenge? Or may iba pa yung ginawa? Or I don't know, or how what you want to share?
Siya kami gumawa ng casting talaga. And that was actually one of the things that we took into consideration. Ang malaking bagay kasi sa amin is casting good actors. So, for us, the story behind the series doesn't really matter. Because what we need, what we need are actors who can put into life the characters that we have. My Eyes on You. So hindi naman actually the TikTok series naman, hindi naman siya normal showbiz route na love team, hindi naman siya parang network gig or whatever. We want an entertainment that's believable. We also want characters and actors that are committed to the characters. So yun yung yung consideration namin. So, both straight men and they are committed. And pag panonoorin mo sila, talagang magugulat ka na, wow, like, si Mikoy nga, parang may mga nagme-message sa akin, si Mikoy, sabi sa akin, wala pa talagang chance. Yung party bang tutuhanin na lang kasi masyadong convincing. Di ba yung parang ganon? Si Esteban also, I think, hindi rin naman siya nagtatago with, I think, his relationship. So, yung, alam mo yung gano'n, yung parang hindi namin siya kinonsider. Gusto namin magagaling na artista, and we had them with Esteban and Mikoy.
It's also not din direct, parang dun sa casting din, parang we wanted to be honest dun sa story more than anything else. Hence kaya parang na-cast din talaga sila Teban at saka sila Mikoy. Kasi they're really fitting for the role. And then nung nagawa na namin siya on the series itself, parang kita ko, magical siya. Na parang tutuwa talaga kami every time. Kapag nag-shoot kami nila, direct Randy o kasi Lloyd, every time, wow, convincing, ang galing, ang ganda. Perfect. Parang ganun na lang din yung aming reaction towards our actors. Okay.
Anything else, guys?
Actually, napaisip ako sa nung ginagawa namin.
Kinwestiyon mo siya.
Oo, love is love.
Not shapes and forms.
Yeah. Hindi naman kami nagcast sa sarili namin, so we can answer that question. Yun, next.
Next question, CJ.
Hello guys, good afternoon. Di ba ngayon parang nagbabago yung mga preference ng mga audience natin? And yun, nauuso yung mga vertical series. So, can you share your thoughts about it? And gagawa pa rin ba kayo ng mga series ng mga vertical? Yes, sir.
Well, again, fortunately, kami yung pioneer talaga sa buong mundo ng vertical series. We started it nung wala akong gumagawa ng vertical series. It was a crazy idea and I was so happy. Pure Gold is so open with ideas na innovative. I think walang ibang, habang yung mga kaparang, ano ginagawa nyo? Ba't ganyan? Ba't kayo gagawa ng series for TikTok? That's just Pure Gold to support such an idea. And now it's a multi-billion-dollar industry in the world. So, kami ang nagsimula nun. Kaya nakatawa ko minsan when people claim na like last year when Ilaroy na it was actually, we've been doing it and everybody knows that we've been doing it for a long time already. People's preferences change, formats change, aspect ratios change, depending on the times also. And syempre diba, it's always driven by the gadgets that we use. Kung dati television yan, naging Betamax, naging kung ano man yan, ngayon, it's really our mobile phones. And medyo matagal pa bago magbago yan. So, I have a feeling that vertical series are here to stay and mas maganda ng innovation ang gawin natin. With us, sa Pure Gold channel, sinisigurado ko na mapapanood nyo ay totoong series. Hindi puro clickbaits at hindi puro plot twists. Wala masyadong thirst trap. Ilan na yung thirst trap namin guys Stephen? Di ba parang we want real narratives. andun kami proud. Kasi yung Got My Eyes on You, pag panoorin nyo, masarap siyang panoorin ng putol-putol. Pero kung gusto niyang panoorin ng tuloy-tuloy, buo yung kwento. Hindi puro plot twist lang.
Ayun, vertical series, yes, it's on the go. Because parang kasi when we were actually looking din sa vertical series, parang syempre, meron din yung mga emergence din ng mga Chinese drama na vertical, na full of plot twists, full of parang bigla na lang may mananap, anak pala siya ng may-ari ng kumpanya, ganyan-ganyan. Like super grand yung mga plot. Pero this time, dito sa series namin, pinag-uusapan natin yun nung shoot. Parang, ano ba to? Parang magiging grand, ano ba to? Na parang full of plot twist, ganyan. But then, dito parang sa series na to, parang mas gusto namin maging honest talaga doon sa route, sa story nila Mikoy, ni Drew at ni Sean. More than the parang plot twist effect na parang, ba't gano'n? So we wanted really to be honest really to the story. Kasi, yun naman we wanted to reflect din yung kung ano yung mga story ng mga Filipino audience. And I think yun yung naging goal din in making the story come to life. Yeah.
Naalala ko, isa sa mga unang tanong namin kay Direk when we were doing the doc test and sa first day ng shoot, na parang, Direk, katulad ba ito ng mga nakikita natin na the billionaire's son is the secretly the blah blah CEO, gano'n-gano'n, na iba, ganun-ganun acting yan ba gagawin natin? Kasi parang yung mga ganun, kung nakita natin, parang usually panghapon di ba? Na talagang it has to be like peak lahat ng ginagawa, lahat ng acting nila, peak lahat. But yun nga, they made a point na hindi, format lang yun, nang gagawin natin sa I Got My Eyes on You. Format lang yung sinunod in terms of vertical. Pero storytelling-wise and narrative, it's still very, streaming. It's really, ano pa rin siya. Yun nga, sabi nila, Direct Chris and Direct Diesel na faithful pa rin sa narrative and sa storytelling na gusto mo.
Questions? Guys?
Hello po, congratulations sa Got My Eyes on You.
Thank you.
Yung first question ko kay Direk at saka kay Sir Chris, kasi paano yung naging treatment nyo dito? Kasi alam naman natin na yung mga viral videos na vertical is ang okay, pero hello, pinapanood ko pa rin. So, paano yung as director, as writer, paano yung naging adjustment nyo sa mangyayari sa kanya per episode? Kasi iba yung treatment na compared sa regular na mga series na napapanood natin.
Yeah. When it comes to writing, me with Sir Joey, parang when it was written, parang it was meant to be parang bitin. Na parang, kasi di ba, parang when you watch dun sa mga Chinese drama, parang yung plot twist yung inaabangan. Pero this one, ang parang we wanted na treatment is yung story yung abangan mismo. So every time na, every matatapos yung episode, parang bitin siya kasi we wanted the audience to feel na, meron pa bukas, papanoorin ko pa ito bukas, ganyan. Kaya when we were actually, nung pinapanood ko siya yung latag ng edit and all of that, parang sabi ko, kabitin! Next episode! Tapos dun ako parang nagkakaroon ng satisfaction every time na papanood ko na yung mga next episodes. And then when it comes to the plot, to the per episode ng TikTok, ganun siya. Parang may pabitin effect siya really at the end of each episode. And then when it comes to shooting it, of course, syempre, we could really consider din yung vertical format, ganyan. And then adjustment din siya when it comes to editing and all. Because I feel like yung pag-shoot talaga din kasi ng vertical series, it's parang medyo new discipline siya, ibang atake talaga when it comes to shooting compared to, di ba, nakasanayan natin horizontal siya. So, adjustment siya when it comes to shooting, adjustment din siya when it comes to editing. And of course, adjustment din, syempre, sa writing din siya.
Actually, nasabi naman niya, yung hindi namin talaga, parang hindi namin masyadong pinagtuunan yung parang plot twist na format ng mga verticals ngayon. Bitin is actually the word talaga. No? Parang we want to make sure na people will watch it because parang may craving sila for the story to be finished. hindi dahil sa gusto nilang magulat ng kung ano mang plot twist. So, yun yung I think yun yung difference namin talaga. This is really following the more, kumbaga, reliable form of narrative, hindi yung experimentation at mas pa-effect talaga na verticals.
Thank you po. And for the actors, paano yung naging adjustments ninyo? And paano yung naging atake nyo dito since iba talaga yung well doon sa mga napapanood ko, iba yung syempre yung
sa akin, parang wala naman po masyadong naging consideration, to be honest. Kasi ako po at the end of the day, kasi sa acting, depende rin sa direction ng director. So, and naging malinaw naman yung direction ni Diesel na kung ano yung vision nila. So, wala naman parang yung specific kind of acting na na-require. Nag-require naman sila to be true. To be true doon sa storya. Doon sa karakter namin. So, parang wala naman special consideration.
Kasi parang, yung muna yung concern namin kasi pag sinabi mo na vertical cinema, microdrama, it's very compressed, na parang walang time huminga. Like, walang babad yun kasi lahat may nangyayari every second. But with this one, we shot it as if felt like we were shooting a film. Tapos siguro naging vertical na lang siya, naging microdrama siya because of the edits and how they took care of it sa post-production. Tapos, tama, balikin na naman, di ba? Adjustment sa microdrama nila. Okay. Ayun, pero challenge din siya kasi parang, pero ako hindi ko maalis sa isip ko when we were shooting this, parang, saan kaya ito puputulin? Di ba? Parang, so ano kaya dapat bibigyan mo dito? Kasi, gano'ng mahaba tayo itong eksena na to or itong episode na to. So, ayun. Pero,
any more additional sa cast?
Same lang. Copy-paste lang.
Actually, same lang naman kasi we are guided by kahit bago si Diesel, sobrang galing din niyang mag-guide, magbigay ng instructions, and siya yung piloto kasi ng series natin. And we work with good actors, sabi nga ni Direk Chris, binigyan ng buhay ng mga actors, yung mga characters na aabangan natin sa mga susunod na episode ng Got My Eyes On.
And for Tolia, siyempre galing ka sa vertical, siyempre yung sa TikTok, sa Reels. Ikaw ba, paano yung naging, first mo ba to, and paano yung naging experience mo sa kabuuan ng Got My Eyes On?
Okay, so answer that, yes, it's my first time po talaga. And actually, hindi naman naging challenge sa akin na magkaroon ako ng ganitong classic acting project since it's a cameo role, and I'm grateful na nakast po ako dito sa Got My Eyes On You. Bilang tao ako lagi ng TikTok, so hindi na naging mahirap sa akin at hindi na ganun kalaki yung adjustment sa akin since marami namang mga tao ang nakakita sa akin digitally. And when it comes naman sa naging part ng series na ito, well, actually masaya nga po ako na naging parte ako nito. Even though one day lang ako nag-shoot, nakasama nila. At yung isang araw na yun, grateful pa rin ako kasi minulto ako. Winelcome ako ng multo. Hindi ko alam kung bakit. But yeah, hindi naman po ganun kalaki yung adjustment. Hindi naman po ako nahirapan kasi ever since pinapangarap ko naman talaga na magkaroon din at maging part ng project when it comes kapag sa mga BL content or BL materials. Thank you.
Thank you and congratulations.
We're down to our last two questions, guys. Okay.
Hello, Aaron Francisco here from Mrs. Mirror. So first of all, congratulations. So my question is for Sir Chris. Okay, so why did it take a few years before Pure Gold followed up its first PL series?
Actually, meron na kami 1 year na lull. It was really because nagkaroon ng Singing Panalo. Kasi we really wanted na it's a yearly thing, maging magandang content on social media. But last year, di ba, was the start of our Sini Panalo Film Advocacy. So, mas na-prioritize namin yun. And we, with Sini Panalo, mas marami kami nakilala mga filmmakers. Actually, yun nga, parang one of the things magsisegue lang ko, one of the things I'm happy with Sini Panalo is, and yung talagang gusto ko siyang i-emphasize is, we were able to discover a new breed of filmmakers. Diesel is one of them, Lloyd is one of them, even yung iba pang part ng team ng Got My Eyes on You they all were discovered in Sini Panalo, and they're so good na parang si Pure Gold wanted them to be given a chance na magkaroon ng ganitong platform. Di ba parang normally mga ganitong projects, binibigay mo to sa very seasoned na, kasi long form kahit na this is 36 episodes, binibigay mo to sa seasoned filmmaker. But tingnan mo naman, di ba, parang fresh grad, summa cum laude from UST, best director from Sini Panalo, but now kaya nang gumawa ng series. So, yun yung huminga kami ng konti ng 1 taon, pero bumalik kami ng mas maganda pa at may mga bagong mukha na nabigyan ng opportunity. Thank you so much.
Hello po, so I'm Taylor from Raptor. So, ang question ko po is for the actors. How can you guys relate to the characters you play? And what do you hope the queer Filipinos can take away from watching the series?
Siguro ako, si Sean, makikita niyo naman dun sa series, he is looking for purpose and place in this world, and mahanap niya yung character through. pero before yun mangyari, syempre, pero ang pinaka-reason kasi bakit siya pumasok dun sa storya is because he is looking to prove himself. And ako, nakaka-relate ako doon kasi ako, I also want to prove myself as an actor. I want to show the world kung ano yung kaya kong dalhin dito sa industriya. Relate ako kay Sean. Ayun.
Kay Drew naman, si Drew kasi is very, breadwinner si Drew. Tapos si Drew may naalagaan na pamilya na kahit na adult na siya, nag-working na siya, ang priority na pa rin is yung family niya, yung nanay niya, yung mga kapatid niya. Which is very common sa kultura natin, sa mga Pilipino ngayon. Dahil we're so family-oriented na umaabot sa point na lagi tayo sasabihan na magulang mo pa rin yan or pamilya mo pa rin yan. And then, patong-patong ng mga ano pang naririnig natin. And then we have these obligations and we have these norms na ang dami natin kailangan isa-tupad bago tuluyan tayo makakalas sa initial family natin. Diba? So, I think isa yung sa pinakamalaking struggles na gusto kong ipakita rin ng show na to, na coming from a POV ni Drew na gano'n na yung situation na sa buhay, tapos biglang may love ba siya or hindi, will it get in the way, ano uunahin niya, career or love life or work or family, kasi hindi naman contractor si Drew dito so wala siya. Kinikwenta niya bawat sweldo niya, meron siya mga binubuhay na tao, diba? So I think yun yung ang pinaka pwedeng matutunan na lesson dito is you know that you will reach a point no matter your priorities na you will navigate and try to find a sweet spot kung kailan ka magsisimula magsasabi na para sa akin naman at kailan ka magsasabi na okay, ito para sa family ko pa rin or hanggang dito na lang or ako naman muna. Kailan at some point in our lives, di ba, we reach a point na kailangan natin
masarap yun. Ayun. Okay. And I thank you.
Ito, parang nakikita ko kasi na napaka-inclusive na. Binigyan tayo ng oportunidad na magpakita ng relasyon ito na hindi traditional. So, napapakita sa mga tao, mas another opportunity na ipakita pagmamahalan dahil wala namang kasarian na pagmamahal. Pwede sa babae, lalaki, kahit yung kasarian na pipili. Nakaka-relate ako dito kasi sabi nga ni Bikoy, napaka-family-oriented. Sa episode 1 pa lang makikita na ang reason ba't ko iiwan yung kumpanya dahil sa pamilya ko at buong stay ko din, narato ko sila bilang pamilya.
Ayun po. Ako naman po bilang Moira, actually tinanong ko kay Diesel kung paano ko yung arte si Moira. Kasi parang hindi ako marte kasi me myself, I'm a supportive friend also and ito yung babaeng bakla. Isa akong babaeng bakla. Mas madaldal lang talaga si Moira kaysa sa akin. But in the same way, I can relate kasi nga Moira is also a dog lover and also has a lot of gay LGBTQ friends and I am too. Marami siyang sinasabi about dogs, yung pag-support niya kasi minsan sa buhay natin, kailangan natin ng taong magpupush sa atin na konting push lang magagawa mo and eventually pag nakamit mo yung isang goal na yun magiging proud ka din sa sarili mo. So, ang naging challenge lang sa role ni Moira is napaka-energetic na.
Talaga bang challenge sa'yo yun?
Charot lang. Pero hindi. While filming kasi, meron akong I have 17 dogs. So, while filming, meron akong isang kakamatay lang na aso. So, siguro yung pumatay, emotional. And recently lang, in a span of 1 month and 3 days, I just lost 2 dogs. So, wala, para sa ano rin to? Para sa mga taong nagmamahal sa mga aso and nag-aalaga sa mga aso. Yun lang po. Salamat!
Hello. So, first and foremost, congratulations on your new series, Queen Captain. So, this question po is for Mr. How does it feel naman po working in a BLC? And what challenges did you face given that you're portraying an LGBTQIA+ character?
So, iba rin po, medyo nag-shock yung mic. Basic na lang yung naisip mo.
So, yung question po is, how does it feel naman po working in a BLCs? And what are the challenges that you face given that you're portraying an LGBTQIA+ character?
Ako, hindi naman ako masyado nag-adjust because tinignan ko lang siya as a concept of love. Kasi, yes, yun and yun din naman yung gusto ko as an actor. The farther away yung karakter or yung role from me as Esteban, mas gusto ko because gusto kong lumulusong sa mundo ng ayun, mas gusto kong lumulusong sa mundo na hindi pamilyar sa akin kasi mas natututo ako, kasi ako I advocate ako ng understanding and always from a place of understanding ang pinagagalingan ko. And yung pagganap naman ng isang tao from the LGBT community, for me, hindi siya naging mahirap kasi tinignan ko na siya as a concept of love. Yun nga, babalik ako doon. And nakikita ko na siya, si Drew, na person na mahal ko. So for me, naging gano'n na siya kasimple, kaya rin hindi ako nahirapan kampanan kasi yung concept naman ng love ay malinaw sa akin. And regardless kung, yun nga, anong kasarian, hindi nagmamatter yun sa akin. So, yun.
Yun, ever since na naman I've been doing roles like this, it all feels the same. It's all like, it's love. Yun yan. Sinabi rin ni Tebe, love is love. Like, it doesn't
being in a BL doesn't make it feel like you're being in a BL. It's different stories, different backgrounds, pero yung pagiging BL niya, I think, is just, from an actor's point of view, it's just as same as na parang, oh, yung character mo ngayon, ang mahilig siya sa adobo, hindi mechado. So it's just, parehas lang. Yun, did that answer your question? Yeah.
Alright, mukhang nasagot naman yung question, ma'am. Alright? Okay, so, wow, that was an incredibly engaging open forum. Palakpakan naman po natin ang ating cast members sa pagsagot nila deep from their hearts. Okay, so exciting yung kwento ni Gwen Sean. And thank you sa friends natin from all media for the insightful questions. Right now, since kayo nagtanong kayo sa cast, ako naman ang magtatanong sa inyo. Gusto niyo ng selfie?